It's the story of a girl, a little girl, who is used to listening to the stories at bedtime, right? Saturdays and on holiday in particular, when she would take afternoon naps, she would listen a story from her father. When the father is telling the story, while listening to the story, she would fall asleep. This is what in real life also many a times it happens with the children. Okay. Now, father every time would create a new story out of his own mind, right? That exhibits father's creativity. That actually displays that how the parents, they become so creative while dealing with the children. All right. Now, then he just picks up one imaginary character named Roger. That Roger name is given to any creature. It is squirrel, it is chipmunk. Once a girl wanted a skunk, so it was skunk. And every time with different creature, father would generate a different story. And two other characters were always engaged in that story. One was the owl, that was considered wise, and another was the wizard. Wizard who, with his magic, would help Roger. Right, this was so. Now, what it is that one of the stories, when the father was narrating to the girl does not seem to agree with the plot of the story. And there she questions her father in between. Is it real? Does it really happen? That makes father a bit angry, and he tries to pacify the girl, tries to calm her down by telling her whatever is told in the story is real. This is what father says. Now, this story actually raises the question, right? This raises the question that should the children ask the questions from the parents? Should the parents allow them to question or counter question? Should the parents allow the children to have their own mind, to have their own opinions, etc., etc.? So this is what the story is about. It's very simple. You see here it is, just a minute. Right in the beginning, you see what it is written. Here is a story about the world view of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story sessions with her father. So that questions when she raises, that makes father uncomfortable. So that's how in between he snubs her. He tries to calm her down so that she does not interrupt the father. Just a minute. Somewhere she wants the father to change the story, the plot of the story, etc., etc. Right? So this is what has been talked about here. Anything else? So basically what it is the relation between the children and the parents. The parents, when they tell the stories to the children, that also has an impact on the children. The story that the parents tell, it should be conveying a message. And when thinking of a plot for the story, the parents need to be very careful. Right? Sometimes it does affect well, but sometimes it makes the children critical also. Yes, anything else? Right? So what the story is about the relation between the children and the parents. Okay? That the parents, while telling the stories to the children, they have to be careful that it is carrying a message, and the message also has a good impact on children. Sometimes it has a good impact, but sometimes it makes the children critical also. This child also in between raises questions. When she raises questions, she causes discomfort to the father. And then father tries to snub her, tries to quieten her that whatever is happening in the story is real and whatever she is told is real, whereas it is not true. Right? The point here is tomorrow when she grows up, she learns that whatever is told is not necessarily that it is true. It is real. Right? So she that would impact her greatly. So this is what has been highlighted. Another thing is that should the children be allowed to express their opinion, should they be allowed to analyze the things that are happening around? So these are the issues which have been taken up here through the story. That's all. Yes, what else is there in the story that you find problematic? Anything else?
Ma'am, I just want to know what happened at the last. Ma'am, when the Roger skunk go to his, he come to meet his mother. Her mother said that, why are you smelling like roses? And from that part, I have to know what happened next.
Yeah, you know that what happens when he comes to mother, that he is smelling like roses. Why he changes his smell? Because the other children, they would not play with him. Everyone would run away from him. And he wanted to play with them. So then mother, she scolds him and she tells him to go and get it changed. She goes to the wizard and gets it changed. Why? Because she is teaching her child to accept the identity that God has given to us. We should not be influenced by what the others say, right? We should accept our own identity ourselves. He had decided to change himself just because he was influenced by others. He thought others do not like him. But mother said that she liked him, she loved him, the way he had been created by God. Right? Skunk is squirrel-like creature. I hope you know skunk.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Yes. So that kind of smell that he emits, that is for his defense at times, not always. But anyway, mother says it's a weapon for them. It has been, this smell has been gifted to them by God. So he should not think of changing his identity. When he gets back to his original self, that is, he gets back his that smell again, from roses into the smell, and mother again starts loving him. Mother says, I love this skunk, this Roger. I do not love the Roger, I do not like the Roger, I do not like, sorry, Roger, the one who has the smell of roses. That cannot be my son. So this is the relation between the mother and the child. Mother accepts the originality, mother accepts the real identity, and this is what she is teaching the child also. She does give him the right, the freedom to express, but at the same time, she explains to her child how it is important for him to accept what he has been created by God. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.